having a bit of a situation with my turtleneck here. It's just not playing ball. Hi guys, it's Amy here, and today I'm bringing my October TBR. So it's been a few weeks since my last video. I had a bit of a break, work was crazy. September is just generally a crazy month for me, so I am impressed that I managed to read as many books that I did last month. My wrap up is coming soon, so now I wanted to share with you the books that I want to read in October. We are in October already, I'm just late with all these videos, so apologies for that. Since my last video, I have gained a fair few more subscribers because the lovely Rosianna and Sana mentioned me in one of their videos, so if you are new to the channel, welcome, come, join, let's talk about books. I feel like I'm being like especially awkward in this video because I haven't filmed in a while, but hey ho, let's go. Let's talk about the books that I want to read in October. My peppermint tea is so strong that the box in the cupboard is like contaminating all of the other food near it. So the other day I had a packet of crisps and they were definitely peppermint tea flavoured. I don't know really what to do about that though, like give my peppermint tea a whole separate cupboard to be in? I don't know. Does anyone else have this issue with peppermint tea? So to kick things off, I have the Amber Spyglass by Philip Pullman. You'll see in my September wrap-up, which is coming soon, that I read The Northern Lights and The Subtle Knife, which are the first two books in this trilogy. This is the final one, and I'm very much looking forward to finishing this. I am loving the reread I'm doing so far. It's so good, so good. And The Book of Dust comes out later this month, which is another book which I hope to read this month. Obviously I don't have a physical copy of it yet, but that is also in this TBR. So I want to read this and then The Book of Dust. I can't wait, I'm so excited. I hope you guys are excited as well. Let me know if you are planning or have you been rereading them. I just, I can't contain my excitement. So for my non-fiction book this month, I've picked a small one just because last month I didn't even read a non-fiction book, and it's one of my things that I wanted to do this year is to read one non-fiction book a month. So failure for September. But this month I hope to read Men Explain Things. I was saying that so slowly. Men Explain Things to Me. Men Explain Things to Me and Other Essays by Rebecca Solnit. I've had this one, I keep putting this in TBRs and just not reading it, so hopefully this month I will get around to doing it. Oh god, I'm so useless. Oh jeez, I thought there was a spider on the floor, but it wasn't, it was just a piece of black fluff. God, that terrified me. Why'd you do this? Oh, I just dropped it down there again and I'm totally going to scare myself with the same bit of fluff later on. So if you guys have been here since the beginning of the year, you'll know I'm trying to read all of Helen Oyemi's books and all of Shirley Jackson's books by the end of the year. I've fallen behind with that majorly, like I'm like 2 months behind I think, because I'm trying to read one book a month from each of the authors. So this month we are going to read, hopefully, Mr. Fox by Helen Oyemi, The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson, and then also Boys No Bird by Helen Oyemi. So I think that will then catch me up, and then I think I've only got 2 more books left to read, which will work out for November and December. I feel like moving house in August and then having a crazy month of work in September has royally cocked up my reading, which is really annoying, so hopefully we will get back on track with these. So I thought I'd also chuck in a couple of like graphic novels and quicker reads. Also, if you guys have any recommendations for graphic novels or silent graphic novels or any kind of comic thing, slightly quicker to read or just shorter books, come and tell me in the comments because I'm looking for things like that that aren't too expensive as well, just because I need some quicker books. All of my books are like huge. So firstly, for the kind of graphic novel type things, we have Psychiatric Tales by Daryl Cunningham. This one I have actually already read. I won't tell you what I thought of it, well, unless you follow me on Goodreads and you'll know kind of what I thought of it, but yes, I will talk about this one at the end of the month. It's basically like a graphic memoir type kind of thing. It reminds me of Persepolis by Marjane Satrapi, but yeah, it's all black and white, and it's this guy, Daryl Cunningham, talking about his time like on a psychiatric ward and his experiences with people with different kind of mental health issues. So yes, that was an interesting one. And the second kind of graphic novel type thing is Space Dumplins by Craig Thompson. This one I was sent by the publisher a really long time ago and I just never got around to reading it. It's just been on my shelf, so hopefully it will be read this month. It's very colourful. I'm hoping I enjoy it because I do quite like things like this. Yeah, the like art style is quite nice. So I'll definitely let you know what I think of that one. And the final 3 books I have here are ones that I either want to start or finish or read in the week of the autumn readathon that Mercedes at Mercy's Bookish Musings is running from the 22nd to the 28th, I think. Let me check that. Yes, it's running from Sunday the 22nd to Saturday the 28th. I'll leave her video that she explains like everything down below if you want to go and join in. It's going to be fun. I'm really bad at joining in with readathons. I kind of miss when they're happening, and then suddenly they're happening and I'm not aware of it. So this one I'm preparing myself for. So in that video, Mercedes gives kind of prompts as to what books you should pick off your shelves to kind of fit in with the autumnal feel and the feel of the readathon. So I have got some here. One of the prompts was a historical fiction, and that one I'm going to pick is The Angel's Game. I have been saying I'm going to read this one pretty much all year, so you're probably not surprised to see it again because I haven't read it yet. Depending on how my reading is up until the readathon, I may start this one just before, just because it is a bit of a chunker and I do want to get to the other ones that I've got here as well, so we shall see. Another one of her prompts was a kind of gothic novel, and I suppose The Angel's Game would fit into that really well as well, but this one I chose was Jane Steele by Lindsay Fay. I believe this one is gothic. I literally have just kind of assumed it is because it's based off of Jane Eyre, which is a classic gothic novel. What does it say? A witty, macabre reimagining of Jane Eyre. Well, so I just assume it is, like, it says darkly funny, gruesome. Jane Eyre gets a dose of Dexter. I've not seen Dexter, but it sounds like it probably is quite gothic, so we'll go with that. Then one of the other prompts was a short story collection, so I've decided to go for The Beginning of the World in the Middle of the Night by Jen Campbell. I'm not sure if I've even shown this in a video yet, but yes, I was sent this by the lovely Jen. If you're not subscribed to Jen on YouTube, you should definitely do so. I don't know why you would be here if you hadn't already subscribed to Jen, so I will leave her link down below if you're not. And she was very kind to send over a proof of her short story collection, so I am very much looking forward to reading this one, and I definitely think I will be able to finish this one in the week of that readathon. So yes, that is the final book for this TBR. There we are, those were all the books that I hope to read in October. I'd love to hear down below if you read any of these and what you thought of them. What do you hope to read in October? Come and speak to me. As always, I will leave links to Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, everything I've mentioned today down below. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, and I will see you soon. Bye!